As Budbone returns to Razor Hill, the Orcish settlement comes alive. Razor Hill stands at the heart of Durotar, a strategic outpost for the Horde. Its most prominent structure, the Razor Hill Barracks, looms proudly, a reminder of the Horde's military might. But something feels different. Strings of lights glimmer from the rooftops, and at the center of town stands a grand tree adorned with colorful decorations. The question lingers, where did all this come from? The answer is, the Winter Veil Feast is upon us, and Azeroth's inhabitants love this jolly season. As Budbone wanders town, he hears tales of a strange machine. The Wonder Form operator goblins have set up Winter Wondervolt machines which can be used to change the unaware wanderer into a festive little helper, a gnome, the most terrifying creatures in all of Azeroth. Though his form is now humorously altered by the goblin's device, Budbone's purpose remains clear. He sets off to meet Margos, a mysterious orc shaman who has served the Horde as both an advisor and a seer of dark omens. Skull Rock is no ordinary cavern. Its twisting paths are home to swarms of Burning Blade cultists, their zeal matched only by their cruelty. A rare and powerful elite lurks in the shadows, waiting to strike down the unprepared. The cavern has earned a grim reputation as the Horde's most dangerous proving ground, claiming countless lives of the unwary and overconfident. But for Budbone, this mission carried even greater stakes. Ganrul Bloodeye, an Oramar warlock of immense power, had entrusted him with a personal task, recovering the Tablet of Verga. This tablet, stolen by the Burning Blade, holds the key to summoning a Voidwalker, an essential ally for any warlock. A troll mage by the name of BishopSix stepped into the fray, his mastery of frost magic quickly turning the tide. Together, the unlikely allies fought through the seething corridors of Skull Rock. With BishopSix's help, Budbone gathered the Searing Collars and retrieved the lieutenant's insignia. But Skull Rock was as relentless as ever, with mobs respawning at a terrifying pace and the cave's rare elite watching from the shadows. Every step was a fight for survival. Gazz'uz has earned his infamy within the Burning Blade. He is a master of shadow magic, using his Voidwalker to shield him while his curses weaken and destroy his enemies. Many have faced him. Very few have returned. Bishop and Budbone quickly separate Gazz'uz from his Voidwalker and make quick work of the duo. Amidst the chaos and the rising tide of cultists, Budbone spotted something glinting on the ground, dark and foreboding. The eye of the burning shadow. Unsure of its purpose but unwilling to leave it behind, Budbone quickly threw the mysterious eye into his pack. There was no time to investigate further. The cave was alive with fury. Burning Blade fanatics swarmed from every corner, their shouts echoing through the caverns. Overwhelmed and outnumbered, Budbone and BishopSix had no choice but to flee. Every corner of Skull Rock seemed to spawn new threats, the cultists relentless in their chase. BishopSix, narrowly dodging a fatal blow, used his mastery of ice magic to freeze their pursuers just long enough for the duo to make their escape, on their dangerous and adrenaline-filled run for the exit. Budbone witnessed a Tauren hunter named Beethoven meet his end and fall victim to the Burning Blades and Skull Rock cave. Skull Rock had lived up to its reputation as the Horde's most deadly proving ground. Budbone wasted no time in delivering the Burning Blade collars to Margos. The shaman, always somber, studied the objects with grave intent. Deep beneath Orgrimmar's bustling streets lies the Cleft of Shadow, a place shunned by most. Here, where torchlight barely pierces the gloom, warlocks whisper their dark secrets, far from the judgment of others. The air is thick with smoke and shadow magic, swirling in strange currents. Ganrul Blood-Eye, one of the Horde's few warlock mentors, had little patience for weakness, but he recognized Budbone's potential. The time had come for him to master summoning his first Voidwalker. Budbone carefully summons his first Voidwalker, which was friendly at first, before it began to lash out. Budbone has learned what it takes to control these monstrosities. At the heart of Oramar stood Thrall, the war chief, a leader forged in battle and tempered by honor. He had eyes and ears everywhere, yet Skull Rock's revelations concerned even him. He sends Budbone off to investigate rumors or a traitor in the cleft of shadows. Niru Fireblade, once a trusted advisor, now a snake lurking in the shadows. Cunning and sharp-tongued, he wore his allegiance to the Burning Blade cult like a badge of pride, believing his secrets safe within Orgrimmar's depths. Niru Fireblade's confession was damning, a stark reminder that the Horde's enemies often hid in plain sight. Despite his arrogance, his words were true. The Burning Blade's corruption had seeped into the molten depths of Ragefire Chasm. Dreadnought, an ancient crocolisk known to terrorize the rivers of Durotar, was a beast of legend. Its jagged scales and monstrous size made it a living nightmare for all who crossed its path. Budbone is able to handle these creatures with ease, thanks to his imp and newly found demonic servant, the Voidwalker. Misha Torkren was no stranger to loss. Her husband had been her partner in life and in battle. But in the wilds of Durotar, even the strongest fall to nature's cruelty. With the threats of Ragefire Chasm weighing heavy on his mind, Budbone knew he would need more than his own strength to confront the cultists lurking in the molten depths. Westward lay the Barrens, a land of opportunity, danger, and untapped potential. It was there he would hone his skills and seek allies to aid him in his quest. But was he ready? The cultists of the Burning Blade were no mere foes. Their dark magic had claimed countless lives, and the flames of betrayal burned hotter than any infernal fire. Yet, Budbone pressed on, undaunted, unyielding. Ragefire Chasm awaited, and with it, his destiny.